All right, so who would like to share their word first?
Jesse.
Okay.
So we want to paraphrase to acknowledge the coachee's emotion and help them move to the desired state.
So your phrase. Well done. All right.
More of a sentence than a word.
That's okay. That's okay.
We have a real phrase.
Okay, here we go. A competition.
We did not acknowledge our emotions.
No, I said ours was naming the
Naming the emotions. How about you guys?
pause.
Pause.
How about you? Really listening.
One word, and it was emotions.
Thank you.
So on our agenda, we are moving into going for the goal, and you are going to have an opportunity to learn how to craft a goal that really supports a person who is stuck to move to that desired state. So on page 108, you could find the tools for helping you craft a broad goal. And there are actually three overarching ideas that you really want to think about when you're crafting a goal. And the first one is you want the goal to be broad. It's important when a person is stuck, you don't want to limit their thinking and have them just think of one idea. You want to provide a goal that opens or expands their thinking to give them multiple options.
So, getting the goal correct is 100% the coach's responsibility. Because here's what's going to happen. You might give a narrow goal, and the coachee is going to say, yes, exactly. And you're like, oh, that's great, I nailed it. And then when you get to the resources, you have nowhere to go. Because you just boxed yourself in. Because it was so narrow, you really have one place to go. Generally, the reason why you will craft a narrow goal is because you are thinking of a solution. So you will craft the goal around the solution instead of just being broad. So you have to get that solution, what am I thinking they should do, into what are all the possibilities. Let me go really broad here. So let me give you an example. Let's say someone comes to you and they say, I'm so overwhelmed, I have so much on my plate, I can't get it all done, I don't know what to do. So you may say, so you're overwhelmed because you have so much on your plate. Yes. And what you want is to have time management strategies. And they may say, yes, that's exactly what I want. But that's kind of narrow. Like you're just giving them one thing, like time management. And if you reverse that and make it really broad, it's more, so what you want is to be in control of your time. Like there are lots of ways. Time management is one way to be in control, but if you just say time management, when you get to resources, you have like one question to ask. Well, what might be some strategies you consider? Whereas be in control of your time, you have multiple questions that you could ask to help someone feel in control of their time. So that's the difference between narrow and broad. We have kind of a silly example for you.
You're worried because the dog ate your homework. So that's the pace. And what you want is to feel okay with your teacher. So recognizing, and you're looking for a way to make that happen. So when you think of that goal, it wasn't just about the homework. That would give them a specific strategy. When you open it up and make it broad, what the person really wants is to be okay with their teacher.
So once again, if you're thinking solution, we want to have your homework done. You got one option here. Or to even have your homework. You have one option. So make it as broad. You almost can't go too broad because what will happen is they'll narrow it for you. But you can go too narrow and then once again they'll sign off on it. Because you could say to this child, what you want is to have your homework done. And the child will be like, yes, I do. I did it and I want to have it to give to the teacher. And then you really are limited with your resources. There are multiple ways you can feel okay with the teacher.
It's a silly example of myself this morning. I had on these really cute lilac color pants that I was really excited about wearing. And I spilled something on them. And I literally felt stuck because I was like, I want to wear these. So first I washed them off, trying to dry them. And I almost kind of took myself through this in my own mind. It wasn't about the pants. It wasn't about the stain. What I wanted was more broad, and that was to look professional and presentable this morning. So I have multiple options. It's not just about feeling stuck about that one little thing. And so when people are stuck, they're literally shut down. My amygdala was firing, and I had to think more broad. So another example. So another important feature of a goal is that it needs to be about the destination and not the journey. And so to do that, when you craft the goal, you need to use these 3 words, one of these 3 words: be, have, or feel. So in that first example, it was you want to be okay with your teacher. And sometimes when we craft a goal about the journey, it limits the thinking. And it keeps them in the existing state. Using be, have, or feel moves a person into their desired state. It's what they want to be after this stuckness is over.
So once again, if you are solution-oriented, you are going to think about the journey, about how are you going to get there. And it's not about that. It's about where do you want to be at the end of it. So my dad, for most of his life, was a smoker. And he did not want to smoke anymore. He knew that that was not healthy for him. And so if I were giving him a goal, I would not say what you want is to stop smoking. That's a journey. I would say what you want, think about what he wants at the end. What is he, remember we did that whole visualization, the power of visualization? What does he want? What does he want to be?
Healthy.
He wants to be healthy. He wants to be a non-smoker. That is the end result. There are numerous ways that he can be a non-smoker. And so you give them the vision of what you want to be. Jane Ellison always gives this example. She lives in Denver, and so she says, if let's say her flight gets canceled today, like if it were today, that would be a very real possibility that her flight gets canceled. And if you were to give her a journey goal, it would be what you want is to fly to Denver. Well, that's one option that she can't do. So what does she want? What is her end goal?
Be in Denver.
What you want is to be in Denver. Now it opens up many possibilities. Maybe you rent a car and drive. Maybe you go to another airport. Maybe you get on a bus. Maybe you go the next day. Many different options than just flying there in this moment. So you want to be in Denver. So the most important thing here is be, have, or feel. Now, some people try and cheat the system and say be able. That is a verb. So don't cheat the system and make that action. So not action oriented, it's that destination.
And finally, the last.
They're gonna practice.
So we're going to give you a portion of the pace, and then you're going to think of the goal, making it nice and broad. So So you're upset because the toothpaste won't come out of the tube. And what you want is, check in with your table group and think about what you want.
So broad destination goal. Come up with a broad destination goal.
No, I figured it was yours.
All right, what do you guys think?
Jen.
Have proper dental hygiene.
You want to have proper dental hygiene. Others? Should I say the same?
Think a little more broad than that. What's the end result? What ultimately does it say?
Have clean teeth. Have clean teeth.
Now, dental hygiene, there might be numerous ways to have clean teeth besides brushing them with that toothpaste. So that broadens it, and I'm looking for a way to make that happen. Now, if you were to say, and what you want is to brush your teeth, the person is going to say, yes, that's exactly what I want. And then you're stuck at the resources when you get to the resources. So this is where I was saying earlier, this really is about you as the coach, setting yourself up for success, because they're going to sign off. They will sign off on a narrow journey goal. And then you won't realize it until you get to the lead, which you'll learn about tomorrow. You're like, oh, I have nowhere to go. I'm stuck here. I can ask one question, and then I'm stuck. And they probably won't be able to answer it. So how might you brush your teeth? I don't know. That's why I'm stuck.
And then another category that's extremely important, or criteria that's important when you craft a goal, is to make it about the coachee. A lot of times when people are stuck, it's because of another person. We call it like the phantom third party that's in the room. And you want to keep it on the coachee, what you want the coachee to be, have, or feel. It is about that person, not about somebody else. And so sometimes a coachee won't sign off on what we call a first party goal about themselves. And later tomorrow, you'll learn about how to bring that back to the first party. You always, though, want to begin your goal with the be, have, and feel about the person you're coaching. So it's not about the other third grade team, or it's not about someone else, that third party. It's about the person you're coaching.
So an example that's a third party, we've used this a lot. So you're frustrated because the team won't collaborate, and what you want is for the team to collaborate. They might not have any control over if that team collaborates. You just took it away from them. So what you want is to feel confident that the team has the tools to collaborate. So you feel confident, like you did everything you could in order to give them what they needed in order to collaborate. So it's about you feeling confident. It's not about the team, it's about you.
So let's practice another one. You are nervous because you're about to meet your fiance's parents. And what you want is, check in with your table group. Remember, be, have, or feel. All right, what do you guys think? And what you want is,
To
louder please,
feel accepted.
to feel accepted. Arlene, were you gonna share one?
To feel confident.
To feel confident.
And feel accepted has a little bit of a third, well, kind of a big third party. Like you could feel accepted, but it still has that big third party, but you